Hi guys, Revolve Rustler here, and this is Video Game Pickups 9. This is going to be Lincoln Again edition. Of course, I had to return to Lincoln to take in my PSP, which had certain firmware on it, which shouldn't have been on it, and I'll go over that when I get to that part of the pickup video. Pretty big haul, talking about 14 games and some other stuff. I did actually get some non-video game stuff, which I'm going to take out. I just thought, I forgot, I apologise. So we will start with the non-video game stuff. I found a good comic book store there. It was quite big. It was great. There were guys inside playing what appeared to be a sort of Magic the Gathering game. I don't really know what it was. But I was interested. I was looking at the comics and I found a Flash graphic novel. So I was just like, okay, I need something to read when I go to America. This is Flash Move Forward. New 52. I do like New 52. I have a lot of single issue New 52, so I probably have quite a lot of this. But it's nice to take as a whole collection. And when I go to America, I'll read this on the plane and I'll read this, you know, over night time. It's in great shape. It was $12.99. I have the receipt. It's in great shape. The artwork's fantastic as usual. And pretty excited to look over this. I want to see what sort of villains are in it. I'm hoping there's Captain Cold and Captain Boomerang, some pretty cool ones, maybe Captain Atom, but you know, we'll see what happens. It's a nice thing. I haven't bought a comic in a while, so it made me quite happy to pick that up. Another two non-video game pickups. One of them is just a CD. It's the School of Rock soundtrack. This was $3.99 from HMV. I have already ripped it onto my phone, so I have all the songs. It's in great shape. $3.99, easy choice, easy pickings. A great movie, School of Rock. Definitely watch it. Probably Jack Black's best movie, now I think about it. And a lot of the young kid stars in it have gone on to have quite successful careers. Miranda Cosgrove is, I think, the biggest one, of course. She's in iCarly, Drake and Josh, etc. But that's, I mean, some of them have become quite successful, as, you know, Miranda Cosgrove can show. You talk about 16 songs, I think, on here, but a lot of them are just monologues instead, which I don't mind because I love the actual song which they perform at the Battle of the Band. It's very entertaining, and it's nice to listen to. I've got it on my phone, so I did listen to my phone on the way to Lincoln. It was fun. And the last, I'm going a little bit quick, I've got a lot to get through. The last non-video game pickup is a movie that I created a list of movies a while ago that I actually wanted, and on it were the movies on it were V for Vendetta, Munich, not Slumdog, $1 Million Baby, and The Pianist. I've got V for Vendetta, Munich, and $1 Million Baby pretty recently, and now I finished it by picking up The Pianist. This was $5.99, and I'm incredibly happy to have picked this up. I'm so excited to watch this. It's supposed to be an absolutely incredible World War II Holocaust movie. I do love World War II, especially the Holocaust. Movies like Life is Beautiful and Schindler's List is one of my favourite movies of all time. So those two movies come to mind. The only Liam Neeson movie I like, Schindler's List. I don't mind Narnia, I'll watch them. But Schindler's List is incredible. You've got to watch it. It brings me to tears. Some of it is just utterly... It shows the perilous situations that the Jews, etc., had to live in, and man, that movie just chokes me up every time. And so I'm incredibly happy to get The Pianist. I'm probably going to be watching this tonight, actually. So, The Pianist, that was $5.99, and with School of Rock, I got them both from HMV for about £9, and The Flash was $12.99, so that's £22 for those three, and we haven't even started on the games yet. So, I got to Gotham, I asked them about my PSP. I think the guy at the counter, he was good, he was very understanding, and he definitely knew his stuff, but I don't know if he was as capable as some of the other guys that were there. But give him credit, he tried. He was using my PSP, he was checking it out, he was formatting the memory stick to delete all the hardware, but unfortunately he couldn't, you know, get rid of the custom firmware, as you need certain technology to get rid of the firmware, and of course the only person who has the technology is the person who originally had the PSP, who sold it into, you know, Gotham Games in Lincoln. Great shop, check it out if you're ever there. And it did make me sad that, you know, I couldn't have my PSP back because it pretty much didn't work, so they pretty much gave me a refund. I have the money, so I'm just going to buy another PSP. I bought PSP games today, so I kind of have to buy a PSP now. I bought some games from Gotham, a pretty good pile. One big pickup, which is very important, and it costs the most of the day. We'll start off with this one quickly. This is Rayman 2, The Great Escape. One of those platformers that's just absolutely incredible. It's one of the best games. I mean, I was skeptical of this game. Until I played it. Well, I remember playing it when I was younger, and it was really, really good, and I really enjoyed it. But looking at it now, I felt someone said to me it was one of the greatest games ever made. A friend of mine called Daniel, and I was sort of skeptical. Like, really? Do you think so? And after looking back on it, now I do understand where you are coming from. It's an incredible 3D platformer that did pretty much everything Super Mario 64, Banjo-Tooie, games like that, did so well. And of course, it does exactly what the Crash games do well. So a lot of credit to Rayman 2. It's the best game of the series, and it is an unbelievably classical game, and you have to play it. But this one isn't mine. This one is actually, I bought this for a friend. I literally bought Rayman 2 for a friend. His name is Daniel, who I've just mentioned. And this is just, I've got to thank him for buying me Ratchet & Clank All for One last time I went to Lincoln. So this is a present for him. This was like £4. But it's really the sentiment. This is one of his favourite games, so it'll make him happy. PSP game here. I wanted a wrestling game on the PSP. Check them out. So I picked up SmackDown vs. Raw 2006. It's got Chris Benoit, Kurt Angle on it. Pretty much sold it. Benoit with a crossface there. Look, that's cool. A pretty good wrestling game from what I remember. The story mode's a little bit linear compared to, say, Here Comes the Pain or 2007 was pretty linear as well, when I think about it. Actually, every one after 2006 was pretty linear. Because 2005 you had like a pretty open one. Even though 2005 is not great, it's still pretty open career mode. 2006 again, I mean, it's okay. It's a good wrestling game if you like that current roster, and I do, because Benoit and Angle and Eddie Guerrero. So SmackDown vs. Raw 2006. This was £4, and I saw it in a shop for like £2, which kind of annoyed me. There's no booklet, which slightly annoyed me as well, but oh well, the disc is in okay shape. The guys at Gotham were really generous. They were just very talkative, and I was just asking them questions about, what game systems you got, etc. And the great guys. Honestly, check out Gotham Games. They should be sponsoring me. But the disc won't go in. This is impressive to show on your channel, Ross. Here you go. So, SmackDown vs. Raw 2006 and Rayman 2. I also got 3 original Xbox games, which is totally out of the ordinary. I picked these up because one of them I sold recently and kind of wanted back. And that's, I'll go over that first. Halo Combat Evolved. It's one of those first-person shooters I just felt I needed. I've beat it actually. Halo 1 is a classic. I'll give it that. As much as I don't particularly like them, I will play the multiplayer. The story is okay. I think Halo 1's probably got the strongest story. I'll give it that. It revolutionised FPS genre, I think. I think just like GoldenEye and Doom and Quake and Unreal Tournament, they revolutionised it. So did Halo, and I have to give it credit for that. This was £3, so I don't really mind. This is one I wanted because I already have it on PS2, but apparently it's better on the Xbox, so I picked it up. It's Splinter Cell Chaos Theory. This is a bundle copy, so this was £2, so I was like, great, awesome. It's in fantastic shape. Gotham keep all their stuff in absolutely fantastic shape. Great to see the white label. I'm guessing that's an Essentials label. I don't see them often, so I thought I'd pick it up because it had the label as well. I'm excited. I have beaten Splinter Cell when I was younger. Again, it's one of those stealth games I played on the back of playing a Hitman game. Hitman is one of my favourite series of all time. It's not one of the best of all time, I know that, but it is one of my favourites because I've just resonated with it. But Splinter Cell is a great series. Check it out. If you have never played a Splinter Cell game, start with Chaos Theory. It's the best one. Even though Blacklist is supposed to be really good. And the last Xbox game is supposed to be one of the best superhero games ever made, and that's Hulk Ultimate Destruction. There's glare on the screen, I do apologise. And this was £4 again. This is supposed to be a fantastic Hulk game. It's very comic booky, which I like. I like the movie Hulk game, which I do also have on Xbox. No, I sold it. I sold a bunch of Xbox games to a friend. Well, I traded. Like, the worst trade ever. It was awful. But I'm going to sort of build my Xbox collection up a little bit. Maybe get KOTOR and the Halos, and you'll see another one actually in a minute. But Hulk Above Destruction, I'm very happy to have this. If it's not compatible, then I might actually just buy an Xbox eventually to have one so I can play through. Probably Splinter Cell. I'm actually sort of wanted to play Splinter Cell. And the second to last game I bought from Gotham was an N64 game. I always like to get N64 stuff from Gotham. I can't get them from anywhere else. It's Quake 2, and I don't know if this would be the best platform to have a Quake game on. Quake, you know, you want to play multiplayer, so, you know, obviously the N64, I don't think it had Wi-Fi or internet. The box is pretty beat up, if I'm honest. That's probably because it was crushed in my bag, though. It's not really, it's not my fault. But for £8, I'm not going to pass up Quake. Definitely not. I think you have Quake 3 Revolution on the PS2 as well. I have already catalogued all these games. I think I'm at 420 something. There's Quake 2. It's in fine shape. The teeth are fine. I do sometimes just get me N64 out and play some games, like I was playing GoldenEye, and No Mercy, honestly, might be my favourite N64 game. It's absolutely awesome. Like, oh man. I was playing it the other day with a friend, and we were actually really enjoying it. It's really good, honestly. No Mercy is so fun, and I'm always Chris Benoit. It's so in-depth, No Mercy. But I am getting off topic. Quake 2, one of those multiplayer games, again, that I think revolutionised the FPS genre. And I have to give Quake credit for doing that. And the last game I picked up from Gotham was a pretty important one, and I am going to be keeping this because this could get played. Like, you know, I have a lot of stuff to play, but after beating FF7, which I've pretty much given away, but this is after beating FF7, I might go to this. This is in incredible shape. It's FF8, and this cost me, what, £14? So, I'm pretty happy with that. No big deal on paying £14 for FF8. It's in fantastic shape. I have, what, disc 1, disc 2, is that Squall? I'm guessing that's Squall. I don't really know much about the FF8 story, sorry. I know Squall, the main character, Squall and some woman relationship, supposed to be really good, kind of like Yuna and Titus from FF10. Disc 1, disc 2, there's 4 discs, so that's incredible, man. FF8, The Journey of a Lifetime. That's pretty awesome, man. Apparently it's the first one to have, like, pre-rendered cutscenes or something. Wait. I'll tell you what it says. CGI cutscenes. So, this was £14. This was the dearest thing I paid for today. They had, literally, in Gotham, they had FF5, FF6, FF7, FF8, and FF9 in their cabinet. And I was looking, I'm like, I can't get FF5, it's on the SNES. I could get FF6 or FF8. I heard the most out of those, you know, 9, 8, or 6 about FF8. So I decided to go for FF8. Went with my stomach. Basically, I was like, I know a character from FF8 called Squall, so I went with that. I do also know how it ends, which is a little bit sad. But oh well. So after that, I went to CEX again, big CEX, 2 floors. But I dominated the gaming floor. I looked everywhere. Pretty much straight away, I looked at I always seem to go to the Xbox stuff straight away when I go to CEX. And I bought Doom 3, the limited collector's edition, in a fantastic steel book. There's a sleeve there that's in great shape. This was £2, so I'm pretty happy about that. I do love steel books. Honestly, they're like my favourite collector's editions. The disc is in actually really good shape. I'm surprised how good shape that is. Someone honestly took care of this. I saw Resurrection of Evil, which I probably should have bought as well, because it was like £1.50. But Doom 3, of course, one of those. I don't think Doom 3 is as, you know, synonymous as, you know, Doom 1, but it's still a great game in its own right. And it's nice to have. I did have Doom 3, but now I've got the special edition, so it's much better. And then I just bought a big stack of PSP games. Army of Two, the day, I love this on the Xbox or the PS3. This is a fantastic game. Me and my brother played this for like a few hours. We really do love it. And I think this is probably the best Army of Two game. I think it's better than the first one. It's in great shape. I might be playing this. Again, this is one of those games I really want to play on the PSP to see how it plays. Army of Two had great gameplay. The story's good, but nothing too spectacular. And the characters, Salem and Tyson Rios. I was always Tyson Rios. My brother was Elliot Salem. And at the end, you get a spoiler alert. You get a choice at the end of spoiler alert. At the end of 40th Day, you get a choice as the main character to either shoot your partner and save the world, or to try to shoot the antagonist and like sort of put the world in peril. But it doesn't matter if you shoot your partner because the guy's going to do it anyway. So don't shoot Tyson Rios or don't shoot Elliot. Don't do it. Chris, my brother shot me. I was like, no, what are you doing? That's not fair. The next two games are the same, and I need all the MGS games, so I picked up 2 copies of Portable Ops. Basically, I was just like, alright, I don't see these in Grimsby, so I'll pick up 2 copies and give one to a friend. A friend who's going to want it, I don't know. I'm seeing them tomorrow, so I'll give one copy to someone. They're both in okay shape. They've got scuffs there and there, but they're no big deal. They both seem to be in good shape on the inside. Both got the booklets, both got all the inserts and stuff, so I'm pretty happy about that. But I think my favourite pickup from that actual little section was actually this, because I saw this CX a few weeks ago and I really should have bought it. It's Medieval Resurrection, and I have never played the original Medieval, but I do like the premise. I've watched gameplay, I like the look of it. Sir Daniel Fortescue is a character I've played on All Stars many times. I actually like him, even though one of my friends detests playing as him. So I think Resurrection, I'm guessing it's a sequel, because from what I've read, it doesn't seem to be a sort of a remake. He's defending Gallimere again, that's not too surprising. It's in great shape. The inside looks wonderful. And again, one of those games I want to play on my PSP for when I'm just, on the bus or on the train or at college. And I've got a free period. So PSP was the focal point. Today I picked up, if we exclude 1 copy of MGS, I actually picked up 5 PSP games, I think. Well, I picked up 5 in total, but I picked up 4 different ones. And Medieval is probably my favourite of the lot. So, after going to CX, of course, I went and got my comic book, and I went to HMV and got that stuff. And I went to Game, and I saw they had a 3 for 2 sale on cheap PS3 games. So I was like, alright, I'll pick up a few here quickly that I wanted. So these are just basically exclusives that I wanted. Heavily Sword, I've played as Noriko in PlayStation All-Stars. I like the way she plays. I think the game could be really good. I checked the reviews. They're apparently really good. Pretty much it. The game was like $3.99, so, hell with it. It looks really fun, and it's supposed to be really good from what I've heard. It's supposed to be a really good hack and slash game. I'm not into hack and slash, but I liked MGR. Let me rephrase that. I absolutely loved MGR. The next one is the first game I saw that actually pretty much made me buy 3 for 2, and it's Twisted Metal. Again, I only own Head-On the PSP. I don't own the originals, even though I'd love to, but they cost quite a bit of money. So I decided to get the remake and see what it's like. And again, multiplayer, so me and my friends can play it tomorrow. This is a reversible case. I think this is a reversible case. Let me just check. It is a reversible case. That's really cool, man. I always reverse my cases. Like my Mass Effect is probably FemShep, and my Bioshock is like it looks like a book. It looks really cool. But yeah, I'm into reversible cases, man. There you go. There you go. Switch them out. It's really cool. I haven't played it yet. Again, I think the only game I played today, I'm still playing. I beat Jack 1. I'm playing Jack 2 at the moment. Having a few difficulties on a few missions, but I am pulling through it, and I'm doing pretty well. I'm about 7 hours in. I've met the Shadow. I've pretty much met Kira, or Kira, but they don't want to tell me that it's Kira. You hear the voice and you're like, oh, well, that's Kira. And no, I just wish they'd say, yeah, it is Kira. And the last game I picked up, I do need another copy of Jak 3. Mine isn't in very good shape, but I'm going to play it. The last game I picked up was a game I was playing earlier today. I forgot, sorry. Multiplayer. I was playing Far Cry 2. It had great multiplayer back in the day of 2009. And I recommend the multiplayer. The multiplayer is incredibly fun. Capture the diamond. It had a nice system where you level up and you use diamonds and you pay towards weapons with diamonds. Although the multiplayer, you know, the loadout wasn't in depth as say a Battlefield or a Call of Duty, it had a depth in its gameplay and it was really fun. So check it out. Again, cheap. Those games were £9, so that's, you know, another 9 for 3 games. That's, you know, it's chunk change, man. So, you know, if I'm paying £9 for those, I'm paying about for, you know, 12, 50. I'm paying about 16 for those. 22 for those. So that's wait, 9, 60, 25, 47, I think 35 for that lot. I think I paid about £80 for the entire day, so I'm pretty happy, especially because I think my pickup of the day has to be, if I'm honest, it's probably going to be like a really shocking one, like that you probably wouldn't expect. It might actually be the pianist, because I've been wanting this for so long. And I'm so excited to watch it. It's either that, FF8, or Resurrection or P-Ops, one of them. But so that's my haul for the day. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe for more. This has been Revolver Ocelot.